1,000 years ago, superstition and the sword ruled. It was a time of darkness. It was a world of fear. It was the age of gargoyles. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. I'm doing a Gargoyles week to talk about this awesome, often underrated series from the 90s. And I hope you're tuning in because you're familiar with the Gargoyles series. Otherwise, you might be completely lost this week. But to do a quick recap, the series is about a group of, gargoyles who were frozen in stone during the year 994 and reawakened in Manhattan in 1994. The show goes forward with the everyday lives of these creatures trying to reconcile their existence in the modern world. And various episodes tackle issues like honor, discrimination, illiteracy, gun control, deforestation, and of course, the wonders of technology and being able to fit billions of dollars in research on a 3.5-inch floppy disk with their 1.44 megabytes of storage. Oh, the 90s. But for all of the issues that the series did touch on, there was one they never bothered to explain in full. What the heck is the deal with David Xanatos? Seriously, the guy is a billionaire, he owns multiple companies, every relevant artifact on the planet, and for no explained reason, he's completely bipolar about the gargoyles. First, a mini recap for those of you who haven't seen the show before. When the Gargoyle clan was frozen in stone for 1,000 years, the spell they were under could only be broken when the castle rose above the clouds. So Xanatos put up the money and moved an entire castle from Scotland to the top of his New York skyscraper, thusly freeing the gargoyles from their curse. So the lead gargoyle, Goliath, starts off by being very protective of their castle since it's all they have left of their time, and ultimately Goliath agrees to help Xanatos attack a company called Cyberbiotics and obtain 3.5-inch floppy disks, which supposedly contain tons of data that Cyberbiotics had stolen from Xanatos. Well, it turns out that was a total lie, and Goliath was used to steal the research of Cyberbiotics so that Xanatos and his tech company would have an advantage. The gargoyles, of course, are unhappy to learn about the deception, and because they aren't easily manipulated, Xanatos tries to destroy the gargoyles using the information he got off the floppy disk to make robotic gargoyles, all of which were modeled after Goliath. Xanatos then goes back and forth for the rest of the series, taking various actions that make viewers not quite sure if he loves the gargoyles or wants them obliterated. Which makes absolutely no sense because when Xanatos gets married, we learn that he uses the event to manipulate the gargoyles into taking them back to the 900s, where Xanatos uses his Illuminati connections to make himself rich in 1,000 years. So Xanatos knows that he needs the gargoyles alive, yet he keeps trying to kill them. In a series full of deep, well-written story arcs, this was one area I never felt satisfied with. But watching the series again, I tried my best to make sense of it, and I think I found a clue in Season 2, Episode 17, called Upgrade, which is where Xanatos offers the pack assistance in leveling up to defeat the gargoyles. In that episode, Robo-Xanatos gives the pack a demonstration of what he has to offer through video footage of his previous battles with the gargoyles. So anytime Xanatos has been in a conflict, there's been a hidden camera recording every encounter. Why do that? What's the point? Is it to learn from your mistakes? If we do assume that Xanatos films every violent interaction he has with the gargoyles, there has to be some benefit to it. Xanatos is a very calculating character that is always a few steps ahead of everyone else. And he likes to cover his bases. Just look at what all we know he's doing with his billions. Robotics, mecha enhancement suits for humans to wear, cyborgs, cloning, DNA altering, tracking equipment, giant force fields. It goes on and on. Everything we know that Xanatos produces easily has the potential to be militarized or used in defense. Xanatos is using the gargoyles to test and perfect his various science and technology investments. And the video footage creates proof that there are threats in the world that mankind isn't prepared to fight against. All of Xanatos' actions, the companies, the research, the testing, the pack, bringing the gargoyles back to life, it was all for the sake of selling weapons to various governments and militaries around the world. Even Xanatos' choice in a wife, Fox, was very calculated. Fox, aka Janine Renard, is the daughter of the very old man who owns Cyberbiotics. So if Xanatos cannot force his competitor out of business through theft or sabotage, his wife will eventually inherit the company after the old man passes away. It's a brilliant contingency plan, really. So there we have it. David Xanatos truly has nothing against the gargoyles. He just has to manipulate them left and right for the sake of field testing his cutting-edge technologies. That's why Xanatos always acts like he has no hard feelings towards the gargoyles, then proceeds to be a constant thorn in their side. Of course, there is another possibility, that this was all an elaborate conspiracy of the Illuminati. But the Illuminati's role in gargoyles has often been so convoluted that I can only offer this up as a possibility and not follow through with a full theory on the topic. And the Illuminati's involvement would not likely be telling Xanatos to target Elisa Maz's family and turn her brother Derek into the mutate Talon. That move strikes me as more of a personal power play to tell Elisa that if she comes after him or his business, Xanatos will destroy everything she loves. And that's all I have for right now, but never fear, because there is lots more gargoyle talk to come. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to like, subscribe, and share this video. I've also got a lot of other videos on my channel that you are fully encouraged to go check out. Plus, you can find me on Facebook at Say Halo Goodbye, which is my gamer tag, or Twitter at _Fanily.